Wagner, I'm going to play State's Exhibit 34. When you see yourself show up on that, can you tell me and I will pause it?
Yes.
Thank you. So I'm playing it from the beginning at 2:12:52. And this is the road video.
There I am.
Okay. And so is that your head just peeking out of the driver's side?
It is, yes, after I'd crawled over the console.
Okay. Were you able to watch what was happening then while you were coming from the passenger side to the driver's side?
I was able to see,
Can
yes.
you indicate the time you stopped the video, please?
Yes, Your Honor. 2:14:13 p.m. Is that correct? Is that what it says?
That's what it says, yes.
Okay. And had you started calling 911 yet, or did that happen afterwards? If you know.
I honestly couldn't say. It was between that time and the time that I got out of the vehicle.
Okay. So I'm going to start it and then play until we see you across the street. Is that okay?
Yes.
Okay.
I was on the phone with 911 at that point.
Okay. At 2:14:25 is when you noted that.
Yes.
Okay, I've paused the video at 2:15:47. Ms. Wagner, what was happening there when you were coming across the street? Can you explain to the jury what they were seeing?
When I was coming across the street, I had seen the young woman who was on the ground had gotten up and was stumbling through the trees there. And there was a young man who was helping her, and then the two women that I had described earlier that were in black were trying to get towards the young woman, and the young man that was with her was trying to prevent them. So I had ran over because there was still physical altercation happening, and I was screaming at everybody to stop. So
Okay, thank you. And was the young woman at that time going towards the two women all in black or away from them?
away from.
Okay. Thank you. I have no further questions at this time.
Thank you. Mr. Kading, cross-examination.
No questions, Your Honor.
Mr. Larry, cross-examination.
Just briefly. So your husband out of the truck, correct?
Yes.
Runs across the street? Yes?
Yes.
All right. And then you climb over into the driver's seat, correct?
Yes.
And then at some point you call 911.
Yes.
And it appeared that from the video that your husband kind of had the situation under control before you had actually come across the street. Is that fair?
I'm.
If you recall.
If I recall, I was uncertain about whether the situation was under control or not.
Okay. Just from what you could see from where you were.
That's correct.
Okay. Nothing further. Thank you.
Thank you. Any redirect?
No, Your Honor, thank you.
May this witness be excused?
Yes, please, Your Honor.
Any objection, Mr. Kading?
No, Your Honor.
Mr. Larry?
Objection.
You are excused. You may step down. You're free to go or stay, however you so desire.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Ms. Stone, call your next witness, please.
Thank you, Your Honor. State Charles Josh Wagner, may I step out for treatment?
You may. Forward, please. And will you raise your right hand? Do you solemnly swear or affirm that the testimony you're correct?
Yes, ma'am.
Please be seated. And Ms. Stone, you may inquire when you're ready.
Thank you, Your Honor. Good afternoon, sir.
Hey,
Can you please state your name and spell your last name for the record?
my name's Josh Wagner, Wagner.
And are you employed, sir?
Yes,
How so?
self-employed on my own business.
And are you familiar with the area of Timberline High School located at 6120 Mullen Road Southeast?
Yes, it's close to my house.
Okay, is that in Lacey, Washington?
Yes, ma'am.
And were you in or around that area on October 18th, 2024, just after 2 p.m.?
Yes.
And where were you coming from?
Brunch. It was my birthday, so I'd gone out to brunch that morning.
So it kind of what?
It was my birthday. I'd gone out to brunch that morning, so I was heading home.
Okay. Who were you with, if anyone?
Mary Wagner,
And who was married?
my wife.
And what kind of vehicle do you drive?
2016 Ram 2500.
And when you were on your way home from brunch, was there any anything significant that occurred that you observed?
Yeah, in front of the school, there was a pack of kids that looked like they were fighting. So pulled into the turn lane to stop the fight.
Okay. And when you say the school, what school you were?
Timberline High School.
Okay. So when I ask questions, I'm just going to ask you to pause for just a second. It's natural for people to talk over each other, but we have a court reporter and she has to write it down. So if you
Okay.
can just pause for a second, okay? So you said Timberline High School, is that right?
Yes.
And you said you saw a pack of kids. Where was that pack of kids? Where was this event occurring?
At the bus stop in front of the school.
Okay. And what did you do when you observed that incident?
I pulled into the turn lane and exited my vehicle and approached the kids.
Why did you approach the kids? I mean, let me ask this a different way. Have you seen fights before?
Yes.
Okay. Do you stop your vehicle in the middle of the road for fights?
If it's a one-on-one fight, I wouldn't stop necessarily. But it was a huge mob of kids, and to me, that's unjust.
Okay. And so as you see that, was this a different scenario?
Yes.
Okay. When you got out of your vehicle and you got closer, did your opinion about what was occurring change?
Absolutely. I realized it was not.
Okay. I'm going to ask you some follow-up questions, okay? When you got closer, what did you see?
I seen a grown man choking a young teenage girl.
And you say choking, what does that mean to you?
He was on his back and had the young girl on top of him in a rear naked choke.
That is a pretty specific term. So tell me what you mean by that. Why do you use that term?
That's what I know it is called. He had his arm wrapped around her neck.
How do you know that's what it's called?
I was in the military and we did training, and
What branch of the military?
U.S. Army.
Okay. What'd you do in the Army?
I was a mechanic.
And you said you did training. Were you associated with any particular unit that gave you that type of training?
I was in the special ops community.
And so when you say you observed him holding her in a rear naked choke, is that a specific hold that you're familiar with based on your training?
Absolutely.
How long were you in the Army?
13 years.
So what did you do when you made that observation about what the adult male was doing to the young female?
I stopped him from choking her.
Okay. Were there any other adults that were present at the time that you observed?
There was a adult woman screaming and crying. I didn't know who it was at the time.
What about any other adult males there besides the one that you've identified on the ground?
Not initially, no. Not that I remember.
Okay. Yeah, John?
You may.
I'm going to show you what's been admitted. Mr. Wagner, States Exhibits 1 and 4. Ask you to look at those silently yourself, and then look up at me when you're done, please.
And Mr. Wagner, could you pull yourself just a little bit
Yes,
closer
ma'am.
to that microphone and make sure you don't speak directly into it, but closer to it?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
And do you recognize what I've handed you in States Exhibits 1 and 4?
Yes, ma'am.
What are those?
Aerial view map of the area of Mullen and Timberline High School.
Okay, do those appear to be true and accurate representations of that area as it appeared to you on October 18th of 2024?
Yes.
Okay, I'm going to take them back from you. Thank you. Hey, publish runner.
You may.
I'm showing States Exhibit 1. Mr. Wagner, can you identify, describe on this photograph where you were coming from, which direction you were heading to for the jury, please?
I was on Mullen from top left, traveling towards the bottom right on Mullen.
Okay. And that's almost intersects the bottom left corner of that photograph. Is that fair?
Yeah.
Okay. Showing you States Exhibit 4. And you described where you stopped your vehicle. Where was that on this photograph?
Right where it says Mullen, in that turn lane, in front of the bus stop symbol.
I'm going to scale out for just a hair. Okay, so are you talking about this bottom left-hand arrow here?
Yes.
Okay. And where was
the bottom left of the exhibit?
Yes.
and where was this event occurring as you recalled it?
Pretty much right where that bus stop symbol is.
Okay. Was it on concrete or was it on dirt? If you remember.
Where it started, I don't remember, but it ended in the dirt.
Okay. So where you ended up was in the dirt. Is that fair?
Yes.
Okay. When you saw the female that was being choked by the adult, how old did this individual look to you? Are you talking a child, an adult? Where in that range would you assess this female?
Teenage girl.
Okay. Were there, besides the adult female that you've described, the adult male, the young female, were there any other people present that you recall?
Yeah, there was a pretty good group of kids trying to stop what was going on. I couldn't tell you how many. I would estimate 5 to 10 roughly.
Was it apparent to you that they were trying to stop what was going on?
Yes.
How would you describe their demeanors in terms of how did they present to you?
They were very frantic and afraid.
Did you observe whether that, well, let me back up. The adult female that you saw, how was she dressed in appearance? If you remember.
She had a head covering on.
Okay. Did you see if she was assisting? You've described yourself as assisting in trying to remove the young female from the older male. Were there any other adult males that were helping you with that?
No, not initially.
Okay. What about later?
There was the bus driver that got out, and he was kind of standing there. I don't think he knew what to do.
Okay.
And by that point, it was already kind of under control.
Okay. And what about that adult female that with the head covering? Was she assisting in any way, helping remove the?
I don't
female from-
remember that. I wasn't focused on that.
Okay. You don't remember her assisting?
No.
And do you recall a young man that was present at the scene? I mean, apologies. That was poorly worded. Do you recall any of the kids specifically that were there at the scene as if they were helping?
No. I mean,
Okay. Do you remember, in terms of the adult female that was present at the scene, if she was saying anything? You described her as crying. Do you remember if she was saying anything at the time?
she was speaking in. She wasn't speaking English.
Okay. So she was saying something, but not in English.
Yes.
When you saw the young female, how did she appear to you when you saw her?
Her face was changing colors when she was being choked.
What kind of colors? I mean, when you say that, what does that
She
mean?
was going to lose consciousness if it continued.
When you arrived, did you say anything to the adult male that was choking her?
No.
Okay. Was the impact of the kids, was that having any effect on them, on the adult male releasing the female?
No.
How would you describe the adult male's build?
He's a decent sized guy.
Would you recognize him if you saw him again?
Yes, ma'am.
Do you see him in court today?
Yes.
If you are able to, could you please identify where he's located and an article of clothing that he's wearing?
He's wearing a dark blue blazer.